Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as was the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's just dive on in and let's start off with a few things. So first off, I hope that everybody's having a beautiful day or a beautiful night. It is Christmas Eve, so I'm sure that everyone has some plans going on. And if you don't, it's okay. Nonetheless, I welcome you all in to enjoy the overall content with me. For those that are still watching even during the holiday, I do appreciate you guys, and I also appreciate the support greatly. Again, hope everybody's having a great day or a great night wherever you guys are. As we look at 2024, looks like it's shaping up to be a big year. 2023 was absolutely massive for crypto, especially if you were sticking it out through the bear market. 2023 was definitely better than 2022, I can tell you guys that. But as we really look at 2024, it seems as though it is going to be fully focused on utility, compliance, and use cases. And I even said here, think about how crazy 2024 is shaping up to be, and it's not even here yet. MiCA goes live officially, forcing the move to streamline crypto regulations, which we do know is being worked on with the FSB, the G20, the BIS, the IMF, and I believe the World Bank as well. Institutional and enterprise adoption will only continue to heat up. We actually know that institutions have very large plans for 2024, especially to be accumulating, buying, selling, whatever the case may be. They're looking into crypto heavy, and accumulation will most likely happen. We'll probably also see some enterprise grade use cases going live as well. I think that the big one this year was Atma with Hedera. But also the Bitcoin ETFs, possible approvals, and also the Bitcoin halving. Ripple mentioning that the focus will shift to compliance and utility-centered projects and tokens. Bullish for XRP because we do know that XRP has been cleared as a currency, not a security. Also, we know that XRP is fully focused on utility, and also Ripple has been working with some regulators on compliance-related issues, but also presidential election, which we know is going to be heating up until November. And we know that crypto has become a major topic, especially something that could determine winning or losing possibly the presidential election. Over 50 million individuals within the US do hold and utilize cryptos, so this could definitely be a big one to watch. The altcoin market is also brewing for a big breakout. We have been watching it for a little bit of time. Pressure is heating up, and it's building. We're just waiting for the big breakout. For those still focusing on ISO 20022, the merge continues this year as well. Some pretty big ones as well. I think Chips is also going live, but also I know that there's been a few things around Europe to really kind of look at, even in the US as well around ISO 20022. Lastly, but not least, major decisions from the Fed as well. What is the Fed going to do? We don't know, but if they do pivot, it's definitely going to be bearish for the market, as we do know that that is usually followed with a 30 to 40% correction in the stock market. So we're anticipating what the Fed is going to be doing. Obviously, it could definitely be a big moment for the entire market. And I'm not even just talking about crypto, I'm talking also about stocks. Did I miss anything though? Drop down in the comments, of course, on this video as well, what I missed. Now, beyond this post, we also know that Consensus 2024 is happening in May. I'm sure that there's going to be a ton of other crypto-related events, but this is a big one. Big shout out to XRP Drops for this. Check out some of the names here. We also know that Brad Garlinghouse will be a major speaker. There's a ton of other players here as well. And also major regulators we're talking about from the CFTC and even the SEC. So definitely stay tuned to this. It's going to be a pretty big event. And this is the longest running and most influential gathering that brings together all sides of the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and Web3 community. It's often called the Super Bowl, or compared to the Super Bowl and the World Cup in the blockchain field. So this is definitely going to be a big one. There is a ton of speakers here. Like I said, Hester Pierce is going to be there. Tim Draper, which we do know completely lifted the lid on a few things happening around regulators, the big banks, and even blockchain previously with Gary Gensler. Brad Garlinghouse is going to be there. A lot of people from this community are going to be there in fashion, speaking about the future of crypto, talking about some plans probably. So definitely stay tuned to this one. I think that we're going to see a lot of information being released, similar to other events as well that we've already seen this year. But this is definitely one to look into. Also, we also know that payments, global payments specifically, is about to be fully revolutionized. Check out this post from Ripple. We do see over half of global payments leaders see faster payments or settlement times as the #1 value proposition for incorporating crypto into their cross-border payments business. This is also another reason why I believe that 2024 is going to be a very big year, especially for those utility tokens that are fully centered around payments and making cross-border payments specifically a lot more efficient, which of course, yes, XRP fits that picture perfectly.
It's no surprise that the global payments industry was one of the first to catch on to the advancements of crypto technology to improve its speed, security, and costs, just to name a few. New research has shown that over half of global payments leaders see faster payments or settlement times as the #1 value proposition for incorporating crypto into their cross-border payments business. Where, why, how is this technology intersecting across industries? Download Ripple's 2023 New Value Report to find out.
So you guys have it. And again, when we really look at payments, it's one of the best use cases for crypto, but it's not the only use case for crypto, including XRP as well. We know that tokenization is also heating up. It's becoming a big thing. Real world assets. You should be focusing on that use case going into 2024 because in my previous video where I was talking about my plans to make $1 million in 2024 off of crypto, again, I'm diversified outside of XRP, but I do think that XRP is going to be a big player. I think that everyone needs to be looking into RWAs because even in that video, I did mention that that is one of the categories that I'm personally looking into and watching closely and investing into specific projects that are helping that become a reality. XRP and the XRP ledger is tied into that perfectly as well, which is another reason why I do think that that could be a big catalyst for XRP going into 2024. Also, a few predictions. Aaron Sears actually gave us a great insight on adoption of crypto, but also even some regulatory discussions and moves being made as well. Instead of crypto native startups driving nearly all Web3 adoption, as we have seen in recent years, we'll start to see more traditional brands and Web2 companies propel mainstream crypto adoption, which did happen within Ripple as well. Ducati actually is releasing an NFT project on the XRP ledger, which is another great example of a Web2 company coming over to the Web3 space to embrace this type of technology and embrace some of the utility behind this space. And we even see down here as well, to date, this has largely been led by companies in the payments and traditional finance space, which it has. We have PayPal, MasterCard, JP Morgan, and Citi. But with the apparent thawing of crypto winter and more legacy players leaning in, we'll start to see tech leaders entering the fold and integrating crypto and blockchain into their businesses. Think Amazon, Uber, or even Apple, which is a huge statement. Following upcoming regulation in Brazil mid-2024, we will see significant strides in institutional investment in the region, which this is also another big statement concerning the fact that Ripple has become a dominant force in Brazil with XRP at the forefront, bolstering the market's legitimacy, fueling further growth, and creating new opportunities for startups and established players alike. Brazil's proactive approach to regulation is also likely to inspire other Latin countries to develop their own regulatory frameworks, fostering regional collaboration to create a more cohesive market. This will benefit the entire Latin region, enabling innovation to flourish, facilitating more efficient cross-border transactions, and encouraging tokenization-based solutions across various sectors. And like I said, there you guys have it. Payments and also even tokenization converging, becoming a big deal. Again, I think that this is perfectly set for XRP and the XRP ledger as well. And we know that Ripple has made their name known in a lot of these big areas, including, of course, Brazil. Now, also, we have this prediction. This is from Rob Grant. This is the VP of Global Public Policy. A G7 country will have a blockchain-enabled CBDC by the end of this year, ushering in a new age of government-backed digital currencies. And again, I think that this is a good insight on what's going on, right? Now, again, they're talking about 2024, by the way, because we actually see somebody say, "Why say this year? You tricked me." Yeah, it's going to be happening in 2024, but this is very interesting considering the fact that we do know that Ripple has a ton of NDAs under contract, I'm sure. That's the number one reason why we don't have a ton of like announcements all the time with all these big companies or banks and things like that. Now, again, I know that a lot of you have said, oh, the NDA excuse is just an excuse to say that, oh, there's nothing happening. Here's an NDA thought process on it. But it's actually not an excuse. We know this from Hedera, actually. Hedera had a ton of NDAs, and then all of a sudden, leading into 2023, we've seen a huge announcement regarding going live with enterprise-grade applications and some big players coming over to the Hedera realm and utilizing the platform for specific use cases within CBDCs, tokenization, and so much more. And I do think that that's the same case here with Ripple and their CBDC platform, which we do know that they are positioning XRP between those CBDCs. Now, that is a use case that's going to take some time to build up. I'm more so focused on cross-border payments and tokenization. And I'm not talking about tokenization of like central bank digital currencies. I'm talking about tokenization of real estate, carbon credits, anything of value that is big in a way that like it's an asset class worth trillions of dollars, real estate, right? Because real estate is a $300 trillion asset class. And we already know that Ripple has been making moves within that market as well with the XRP ledger at the forefront. But also we have a major US retailer will accept a cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And they said will accept a cryptocurrency, not cryptocurrencies, a cryptocurrency as a form of payment, allowing Americans the ability to use blockchain-based payments for everyday purchases. Now, few people hinted at Amazon, so we don't know. We don't know what the company is going to be, but it definitely would be crazy to see Amazon tapped in on blockchain. We know that they've been making some discussions and moves around blockchain for a while, but we have never had confirmation of Amazon utilizing blockchain just yet. So definitely focused on this. And again, a retailer could be connected to a bank as well. Retailers are banked. They are major players, so this could technically be a domino effect as well. So pay attention to this as we do start to see some major moves here. And by the way, a G7 country moving in on a blockchain-enabled CBDC, we actually know that the G7, going back to earlier this year, was already looking into digital currency standards and even crypto regulation. And if we scroll down, we can actually see that they were considering how best to help developing countries introduce CBDCs and even the challenges apart from this, because again, they're seeing this as a fast-moving digital technology revolution, essentially. And we even see down here that we have to address risk from the development of a CBDC by ensuring factors such as appropriate transparency and sound governance. As a priority of this year, the G7 will consider how best to help developing countries introduce CBDC consistent with appropriate standards. And again, I do think that this is mainly going to be focused on blockchain-based technologies. And we even know that the IMF director said that CBDCs can replace cash. And it's going to take some time, but she also said that this is the time to be embracing this type of technology. And this was at the Singapore FinTech Festival, which I did go over and address a little bit, but they should remain open to potentially deploying CBDCs tomorrow. That's literally what she said. So they are moving pretty quickly on this. And it's 94% of the world that is ready for this. And when they are actually in high demand for the exploration of CBDCs, the BIS actually seen. So this is pretty interesting. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.